Okay, had my first session today, first class. So we only had 4 people turn up, which is a bit less than we expected, but gotta start somewhere. So the way these classes work is we have 1 hour of juniors, 1 hour of seniors, and then another hour at the end, which is ladies kickboxing, which is a little bit different to what we do jiu-jitsu. It's just punching and kicking pretty much. So we had 2 students on the juniors, no one on the seniors, and then 2 for the ladies kickboxing. So with the juniors, they were both brothers, and they seemed quite hyper and manic. But they seemed to enjoy it, and so did the ladies as well. You just can't. I just read one of my book I'm reading at the moment, the one on business and martial arts. I just read that in the hour that we weren't doing anything, and well, it was all right actually. Everything went well. Everyone was happy, and it wasn't super stressful or anything because there weren't that many people. So yeah, I'm happy with how everything went on my first proper class. So that was good. I think things that I really learnt from today. I've sort of watched my co-instructor with the juniors, and he's pretty good with them. So I learnt some new ways of just how to deal with them in general, how to sort of be more upbeat and have fun with them, and to appeal to that sort of childish sense of humour, if that makes sense. And how to get them to like focus a bit more and pay attention to what you're trying to tell them to do, because they like to these 2 especially just like to sort of run around or fall over after doing stuff, which is alright. And I feel like more confident going forwards, like as in I'm confident things are going to get better, not just in the sake of the club itself, but in terms of me as a coach, getting better at doing the things that I'm not too good at the moment. Like engaging with people more and being louder and just sort of being more fun and stuff like that. So that's good. What would I say? Things that I could improve on from today. Maybe being more enthusiastic and kind of engaging with people more and stuff. I think I'm good at being friendly and like smiling a lot and being good with people in that sense. I just need to actually engage with them and speak a bit more, really. So that's that. So yeah, good first session. I'm happy with it. So I came up with a new morning training routine for myself, and I kind of modified the one I do before I go to bed as well. I can't remember if I mentioned it last time, but I have a sort of yoga-y themed sort of stretch routine that I do before I go to bed, and it just helps me sleep and it helps me work on things like flexibility as well. and I like to do it at the end of the day instead of the morning, just because you can argue that you want to loosen yourself up and stuff early in the day, but you're always going to be cold, like cooled down, not warmed up, if that makes sense, if you get into some kind of self-defense situation. So you want to just spend more time deepening your level of flexibility if you can get it, because it'll always be, if your max flexibility is here, it'll always be about here when you need it. So if you can get it so it's about here, then it's here when you need it, and then, well, that's just, anyway. So the morning one I've done, I've kind of scrapped what I did before, where it was like I sort of alternated between sort of running and skipping on one day, and then the next day I'll do like a more strength-based yoga style routine thing. And I've gone back to something that's similar to what I used to do. I used to do these circuits, which I'm going to make videos for soon, and I used to switch between the different circuits on each day in the morning. But this is slightly different. I'm just doing, instead of them being timed, like 30 seconds to do as many as something, I'm doing a set amount, and it's all my favourite types of exercise, and it all just works like the legs and the abs and the forearms, because they're the ones you can work every day, and it's going to be the same each day. Each day's the same. I've kind of done it a bit over the course of this week, and I'm going to do it again over the coming week to try and let them all, but I do like it so far. It works all those areas good, and then I do that, like that little sort of circuit first, and then I'll go out and practice my technique. Just drill a set amount, like only 20 on each side. That's all you need if you're doing it every day. It's really good. It's really good for helping me drill a certain technique, and I'm going to come up with a new sort of punch bag one that I might try the week after. So I'll just be drilling different basic punches, like jab, cross, hook, stuff like that, or like different kicks as well, just on the punch bag outside after I've done that initial fitness training. So I'll be getting a good fitness workout and then a good bit of technical skill practice as well. So I think that's going to work really nicely. And the bedtime one, as I call it, the one I do before I go to bed, all I've done is I've just made it a bit bigger, kind of added some of those strengthening yoga poses that I liked and put them on to the start of it. That's all. So it's kind of a bit of strengthening at first, and then it kind of is all stretching afterwards, because I need to like relax and so I can go to sleep. And then the last thing about this past week, or might have been the week before, yeah, that I don't think I mentioned, but hit a big personal goal, which was to be able to do 2-finger push-ups. And that's taken me a whole year to actually do. It took me a whole year to get that. Starting from just 5 fingers on both hands, once it feels good enough and it's easy, switch to 4, then 3, then 2, etc. The hardest ones to kind of transition to were 3 fingers on 2 hands to 2, like this. That was really difficult, and that took a while. And then transitioning from this to 5 on 1 hand, that was also really hard. Going from 3 on 1 hand to 2 wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be, although the left hand was definitely not as easy. It's been a lot harder with the left. I think I might have had a slight difference in the way I did it from left to right, whereas on the right side I might have naturally had it so it strengthened these two more, whereas this one might have been a bit lent that way, so the other fingers were doing more work. I'm not sure, but yeah, I can do it now, and I'm gonna keep doing it every day because I've had to do it every single day that I can, pretty much for like a week. I'll usually have like one day off from it because it kind of, you gotta be careful not to overdo it. Sometimes you know you will get some kind of like injury in your hand and it will feel like you can't do it. And the most I've ever had not doing it is like, I'll give myself like 2 days not doing any of them, and if it's still not better by then, I'll just do it anyway, even though it really hurt. But you'll find that it recovers a lot faster when you do really push through that pain barrier. And yeah, it took a whole year, but I've finally managed to get there, and I'm going to keep it up because it's pretty cool. I guess fitness goals, the next thing I'm working towards is box splits. I've been trying for years to do that, but I've been struggling with the consistency of it. But my bedtime routine now it's got the box split type stretching in it, and I'm trying to do some more different things to try and, the last couple centimeters are really difficult, and I've gotten pretty close in the past like that this far, but then I'd like sort of strain or injure myself and I have to like stay away from it for a bit and just lose all that progress, and it's pretty tough. So yeah, I've been trying for a long time, and it's just that last bit is really hard. I don't think the anatomy of my hips wants to do it. It just doesn't want to go. But I'm still determined to get there eventually. So stay tuned for when I eventually do that. I think that's it this week. Pretty good so far. I'm happy with how everything's going. So stay tuned for next time, I suppose.